know I'm not much better than before.
Good morning. If you wanted to know what the end of the rainbow looks like, here it is. So beautiful. I feel like this is the only place where I really would like it to rain. Even when it rains, it's super sunny, so it's so pretty. Little mental health check-in. Okay, let's just sit down. Growing up, I didn't know what hip dips were, and I thought I needed to fix myself, and I didn't see anyone that had hip dips until I was probably a year or two ago. I'm just thinking, if media or people that I knew also knew that those existed, and I saw those, then I would have been more accepting of my body if I knew that I wasn't the only one. And even with my stretch marks, I didn't even know what they were. I got them beginning of quarantine, somewhere around there, and I didn't even know what they were because I didn't know they started off red. It's just kind of wild to think I'm now 24 and I'm only just recently learning about these parts of my body that are completely natural. I thought it was like a bruise or something when I first saw it. I think it was really important for me to consume media that reflected me and parts of me and not just what society wants us to be. This is just a reminder that you don't have to question anything about the way that your body looks. It's natural, it's human. My body is the least interesting thing about me. I have so much more to offer than what my form looks like, and I love and accept you just as you are. You don't have to change anything about yourself to be so deserving, so worthy. You don't. And it's kind of a reminder to myself too, because my eyes are watering as I'm saying this, because I'm just hearing that is really powerful to me. I have to constantly remind myself I don't have to change anything about myself to be worthy of love and acceptance. True love is not trying to change anything. Accepting people just as they are, accepting things just as they are. I wanted to check if the rainbow was still here. It's still kind of here. That's just my little reminder for myself, and if it resonates with you, claim it. I had breakfast. It was really good. I had longanisa and potato wedges, which are really yummy. And then I have this donut I can treat myself to at some point in the day when I feel like it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my qigong. If you don't know what that is, I will link the video down below. It's a very mindful movement meditation. It's been my morning routine for quite some time.
Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here,
you have the right house. I am Jeffrey, your uncle's butler. Oh, okay, well, cheerio with all that rope tonight. Seriously, bring the horses around, would you? If you will follow me, I will show you to your room, Master William. Hey, man, it's cool if you just call me Will, man. What would you prefer? Take this. It's royal freshness. Test them.
Girl, I know I'm not much better than before. I play back when it's over, the back when it's over, back when it's over. I want back when it's back when it's over. The way you touch on my shoulder, I want back when it's over, the back when it's over. I try to walk straight, but I'm stumbling down. Try to walk away, but I'm coming back now.
Good morning. I'm just very emotional right now. I don't want to eat if I'm not feeling really well, but at the same time, I just feel like I'm dealing with a lot of trauma. Just feeling like I have to be something different in order, or do something different in order to be in a space. My environment has changed ever since I was little. I've always moved around. And I moved even more frequently once I graduated high school. I had just been constantly moving in different places. Even if it was dorms, I moved every year and then every summer and then back into a new place. My environment around me has always changed, and I understand, even if you're in the same place, sometimes your environment changes, but yeah, I've just moved around so much. I just want to feel like I'm welcome and I'm safe, and I know that starts from within, and I'm working on that. It's just a feeling of helplessness that I haven't felt in a little bit, and last time I felt like that, I started getting really bad anxiety and pain in my body from the stress. I know it's always an I know thing, and then it makes me feel like I shouldn't feel a certain kind of way. But the stability and the safety comes from within. And all the love and care that I want, I can give myself. I have to give myself. I think times like these, I just really, really, really have to trust the process, and I really, really, really have to think about all the things that I'm grateful for. So that's that for now. And I don't want my yummy waffle fries to get too cold, even though they kind of been sitting out for a little minute. So I'm gonna eat. I think I should watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I've been binging that. We'll see where we go from there. But that's what I'm gonna do right now. Ow! Oopsie. Hello! I finished majority of my work, so I'm really happy about that. I spent a good 30 minutes just trying to get it to send though, because the internet is pretty bad in the hotel. But after much persistence, I was able to send one of the clients some work. The other one is still working on it, is still working on sending, but I have some more time for that one. So that one, it will work out. It's all going to be okay. I'm really happy I got that stuff done. I've been I think because of my emotional mental state, I haven't really been in the mood to really work on it, but I just pushed through, and when I'm in the process, I think I was pretty much fine for the most part. Done with work for today. Now I want to do one of Madfit's dance workouts to get moving, because I really like moving my body in some kind of way every day, even if it's just some little dance party moment. So I think that'll be fun. So last time you saw me, I was working on the projects that I just mentioned, and then I chatted with my partner, watched a little bit of shows. We're watching Arrested Development right now. Another random thing is that I've been really loving going on Instagram to just consume content that makes me feel good, which I feel like is such a gift, because I know how easy social media can be something that tears you down. They're just being themselves, and it just makes me feel more like I can be myself. I think that's been really helping me get through a lot of the stuff that's been going on in my head. So if you ever want to go on a little social media cleanse, do it. But I think I will go and dance it out now. Just got to Madfit's videos. I've done the 2000s one, which is really fun. I feel like a TikTok one would be pretty funny. I just don't know if I like all the TikTok songs, so I don't know if I'm gonna like that one. But what caught my eye is, Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande dance one sounds really good. But Okay, I'm gonna do Justin Bieber. I was originally gonna do Ariana Grande, but I want to do Justin Bieber's one. So, yeah, it's 15 minutes. It's gonna be good. I already know it's gonna make me sweat because the last one I did really made me sweat. Also, how cute is this peachy tan Calvin Klein thing? It's cute. All right, let's do this. I'll also point out the first day I started filming myself in all my glory. I was like, am I gonna post it or am I just gonna blur myself because of my body? And I was like, thinking in my head like, oh, if I had the standard size, then that is worthy to film and put on the internet, or just to exist. And that's really whack to think like that. Well, okay, working on not criticizing myself as well. But basically what I'm saying is that thinking like that doesn't help my soul. I want to accept myself as I am. And there's no reason to be ashamed of my body. And just because my body doesn't look like all the other influencers you see doesn't mean I'm less worthy to post it. And there's needs to be no shame because this is me. This has to be my mantra. I think this is my mantra for this whole vlog, if it is all one vlog, but my whole mantra is that my body is the least interesting thing about me. But I'm just letting it out because I like to be pretty much naked all the time as much as possible. Embracing and loving this belly, accepting this belly, accepting these stretch marks, accepting all these things about myself. And because they just simply exist. There doesn't need to be any judgment put on them because they just exist. And if you learn anything from this vlog is that I'm just constantly reminding myself, creating these new beliefs so I can be the happiest and loving and accepting person I can be. Okay, time to dance. Justin Bieber, let's go. Oh shit. Okay, I'm already so excited. Okay, here we go. Drink some water, in case you haven't yet. Drink some water. Ooh, I kind of filled up, I might have filled it up a little too much with water. Hopefully I don't like cramp or something. As much as I would love you all to hear me panting and singing along, copyright. So, just enjoy me dancing about. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm finally doing this. Let's go. Ooh, holy smokes. I'm sweating. I'm sweating good. Ooh, it's a good workout when you're dripping. I was kind of wiped out after like 2 songs, but I did it. Oh man. Okay, that was fun. It was definitely intense because although I've been like doing my daily movements, the more high impact stuff. Ooh. Okay, I need to go shower.
Rating interview by David Frost.
I enjoyed dinner. It was delicious. I probably want to chill out for a while, but I thought I would share what I've written in my journal because right after I showered, that's what I did. I went straight to my journal because there's a lot of things that have been stewing in my head and I just wanted to let it out. So, as you all know, if you've been watching this video, I've been thinking a lot about and just processing. It's sunset outside. It's like really pretty. Oh, so beautiful. And I love how the water looks so different at different times of day. But as I was saying, I'm on this journey. I'm constantly on this journey, unlearning things. And so I wrote down a list of things that I know to be true for me right now, and just a little like blurb of things I've been feeling. So things I know to be true for me right now. Number 1. Pussy is a vulva, or vagina, not a word to be used condescendingly or as a description of weakness. The B word, I personally don't like using that. I personally don't like using that word right now. But the B word is not a word to be used condescendingly, but to empower and reclaim as underrepresented genders. Oh, another thing that reminds me, another thing I was doing as I was journaling, researching more about inclusive language. Just thought I'd share. I'm grateful for the internet to be able to find more gender inclusive language. Continuing on, 3, my body is not an apology. It is not something to be sorry about. 4, my body is the least interesting thing about me. 5, my self-worth comes from my existence from the source. 6, I don't need to change anything, I put that in caps, about myself to be worthy of true love and acceptance. 7, my experiences and feelings are valid. Number 8, I am non-binary. I use they, them pronouns. And 9, I am allowed to change my mind. And then I guess I'll just write it in the form of like my flow of thought process, because I added more, I think, truths for me right now, but this is something I've been thinking about a lot. There are times to think about how I could have been a better advocate for marginalized genders, and I was scared to ruin the mood in those moments. Men saying pussy and the B word in a negative way and as a term of weakness. What I can do now is be a better advocate for myself and others by being myself unapologetically and refusing to shrink myself to make others comfortable. I think as I'm learning more about myself, going through all this learning, I've just been thinking about moments where I could have done things differently, and it's not to criticize myself because I'm also working on refusing to criticize myself, but just as a way to, as a learning, and I'm reaffirming that to myself right now, but looking at those times as a way to learn and not just feel regret and upset because that doesn't do anything about the situation. But now, like speaking right now, I can do that. I can be a better advocate. I know when I see people being themselves unapologetically and refusing to shrink to make others comfortable, that makes me feel like I can do the same. I also feel more passionate in making sure others feel the same as well, that they feel included and loved and cherished the way that they deserve to. I had some other truths I also put on the bottom, just some things about my body that our society would throw a fit over or have thrown fits over, and things that we've been taught to be ashamed about or feel worried about. Again, our body's not about an apology. Yeah, these are just some things about myself I feel like I just need to like say out loud, and it actually feels really powerful to just say all these things honestly out loud. All right, well, going back real quick, me being non-binary, I've already put my pronouns in Instagram for like a few months now, probably, and I've been thinking about it a lot, but I've never like directly told anyone besides my partner. So yeah, I feel like the reason I haven't just straight up said it to anyone is because I don't want to deal with anyone asking me questions or making me feel invalid about my feelings and experience and how I feel about myself. But I also feel like I want to be free, and I don't want to hold any shame or fear about myself. And so that's why I'm saying it. It's not to, I don't want to make it, I guess this is another thing. I'm fearing that how other people are going to look at it. Like I'm trying to make like a huge statement or trying to like, I don't know, make people pay attention to me or something, which is just, I don't know. Either way, those feelings like completely valid, but yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. And it's completely valid, and having to remind myself that. But anyways, going back to the other truths for me right now is I don't shave my legs. I don't always wax or pluck my armpits. I have acne and acne scars. I don't wear makeup. I haven't worn makeup in a long time. And none of these things have anything to do with my worth. Anything to do with how worthy I am of love and care that's everything I wrote. As I think about the things I've been insecure about recently, just randomly things will come up that I'll get insecure about, and I'll be completely fine for a while, and then all of a sudden I like overthink or I overanalyze a part of myself and then start freaking out about it. And then eventually, I think about all the things I used to freak out about, and now that there are parts of me that I love, I accept, and it's not always perfect all the time. Sometimes I'm not always accepting and loving of it, but I'm working on it every day, doing my affirmations and doing the best I can, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Just going into that journey a little bit. I used to be self-conscious about my legs. I'm pretty sure I used to be. It's weird when I think about these times. It's like I don't even associate with that person energy anymore, so it's weird to think about the like how I used to feel about these parts of my body. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't used to like my legs because they are like uneven. They're very asymmetrical, I think is the right term, because of muscular dystrophy. So they're very different from each other, and I'm pretty sure I used to be very self-conscious about that. I used to be self-conscious about my hip dips, which I didn't even know existed. I didn't know those were the thing until recently. And my stomach, I love it a lot more than I used to. Again, my stomach is something I'm still on and off about, but yeah, I feel like I've loved it so much more than I used to. My arms, I feel like I've loved more. And then my stretch marks, which I didn't even know that they were stretch marks when I first saw them. I thought they were bruises, which I mentioned already. Those I've learned to love, and I was really freaking out about them like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I just kept affirming to myself, I'm willing to change. I'm willing to accept these stretch marks on my body, and I created art and music and just created things and kept finding outlets to express my feelings and to learn to love and accept these parts of my body. And yeah, all these things that I'm mentioning is not anything to pick about yourself. All of your body is valid. It's existing. It's taking care of you. It's here for you every day, every moment, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's such a wonderful thing to be grateful for. I saw this post that said there are billions of cells that love you so much and take care of you, and my heart beats. I breathe. I have my breath. I can see. I can feel. I can touch. I can taste. What else? All my senses. I can smell. All these wonderful things, and those are things. Just I don't know. It's just wild to think about how I've been mean to my body and saying mean things to my body when it's just existing and keeping me alive every day and allowing me to dance and move and play and talk and sing. Like, that is not something to be ashamed about at all. That's just things I've been going through recently. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I cherish you. You are so deserving of love and care. I love you. I appreciate you. I think I just get emotional because when people say that to me, it makes me emotional. I guess even saying it to other people can make me emotional. But I love you. I cherish you. Just as you are. You don't have to change a damn thing. But with that, I don't know, I kind of want to edit this video now because I just feel like this was a really healing process. I haven't filmed in a long time and made a video in a really long time, and just kind of being and then like sharing all these different things and thought processes that are going on in my mind from a day to moment is really interesting and for me. And I like watching YouTubers that share their thoughts and feelings and experiences. So I'm really excited to make this video, make this art another outlet for myself and possibly others. I know my partner will really love it. So he's been waiting a long time to watch my videos. If you have any other tips for me, I'm doing my own research, don't worry. But if you would like to share any of your favorite ways that you use more gender inclusive language, that would be really helpful. Although there's lots of blogs out there. Hearing it from you, from an actual human, I mean, some of those people are obviously humans writing articles, but just personally having a conversation about this kind of stuff would be awesome. I think because I'm still learning a lot about outside the binary. I think that's why I'm also hesitant to have people, I just don't want people to ask me questions about my gender identity, because I'm like, oh, I'm a beginner, I'm a newbie in this world. But I mean, my experience and feelings are completely valid, and everyone experiences their own reality differently. So that's that. Maybe I'll post my little blurb that I shared with you all on Instagram. And I want those people that use these words in negative ways to see this. Maybe they'll change their language too. I used to use the B word all the time, and I have used both pussy and the B word in negative ways. I have. Not probably, I have in the past. And I had to unlearn that. I'm still unlearning that. I mean, I don't think I've really used it in any negative way recently, but it's all something that we can unlearn, and it's not something for us to, again, there's no need to criticize yourself. Everything is a teacher and a learning. It's a miracle, and it's just an opportunity to become closer to your true self. I don't want to leave. I feel like we're having such a good talk. But I don't think I have anything else I really need to say right now. I think this has been really therapeutic for me to have these conversations. I am a little nervous to see these recordings, especially with my body out there in the world. To see my body moving and in the different ways I've never seen my body, because I've never just been this camera with a tripod in these angles and seeing my body. Gonna give myself so much love, so much care, unconditional love. I deserve. I think I will start editing this video because I'm really excited about it. Oh, also, look at that. I was doodling some beautiful bodies yesterday, and it's been really fun. Random thing, I will go on, another tangent I'll go on, is I used to really be critical of my sketching drawing style. So when I'm sketching something out, I usually use an absurd amount of lines just to get that perfect line, and then I would do an outline and do the single lines. But I see other artists just using one line, and there's no right or wrong way to do this, but I just see a lot of artists being able to just create their sketch by just doing one line. I'm like, wow, that looks so much easier and just a more streamlined process. And I feel I definitely liked doing it with more. Obviously I changed some little things, but I really liked using just being really confident in my lines. I feel that's the thing. It's represents me feeling more confident and kind of taking my first perception of how I see whatever I'm drawing. My initial stroke is how I perceived it in that moment, and that's completely valid. It definitely goes deeper for me. Learning drawing, it just makes me so happy, and I just love feeling included, and I just love it. I love it. I'm gonna go now. For now, I love you. I'll see you later.